Hey, how you doing today? It's your boy Dre. I'm here to give you the math. I know if you're watching this right now, you probably like, this dude worked at Power here. Someone this handsome will have anything bad to say about Power Remodeling. And that's not entirely true. Most of the things I have to say right now are good. I just think the things that matter the most to me wouldn't be flattering to them. Also, like take into consideration the place I live in. I live in Connecticut. Talking about the biggest gap in education, housing equality, racial opportunities, and the discriminatory gap that we have in wealth. So also understand that. I don't even want to give away too much spoilers. Listen, to start off, Power, you go there for the interview and you can't help but fall in love with the culture. It's something magnetic about that office. It's first of all, it's artesian. I don't even know what that word means, but that is how I would describe their office. Looks artesian. It looks like it was designed by people who make charcuterie boards for a living. It's beautiful. It's amazing. You go in there, you're like, man, I want to be a part of this. This is like freaking Google. This is amazing. And you're just drawn in. It has an allure to it. So I get to the interview. The guy is super chill, great. It's a real office culture, right? It's beautiful. When they have their parties, they drink, it's really a bro culture. Thing about that bro culture is there's nothing racist, inherently racist about working at Power. Let me just say that. Like, I don't want that to be the narrative, but it's easier. All right, listen, I feel like I'm giving too much away. Let me go back. All right, scratch all that. So man, it's super beautiful. You get through the interview, you just love the people there. They're super friendly. They're super helpful. Whenever you're running through your scripts, I don't care if you're in like the first, what is it, 2-month training, everyone is super helpful. Like I was literally running up to people and just giving my scripts. Hey, how are you doing today? Sorry to bother you. I'm like, I know I can't scrub it out my brain. I know that script. And also just saying, if you guys are signing up for a sales position, just want to let you know that you're going to start off in customer development, which is outside sales. And this is where this might take a turn. I said all good things about Power, but this is the part that they might not like. When you go door to door, see, this whole thing is competitive, right? You're trained to be competitive as an employee of Power. So you're looking at the people in your group, you're like, man, I'm gonna outsell you. I'm gonna outsell you. I'm gonna outsell you. So when you actually get the opportunity to sell, you realize if you're in a place like where I'm at, you notice the racial disparity and how they treat you. Now, I'm sure there are some people that can come off super whitewashed and, super, hey, how you doing, Chip? But, I'm a 6'1" black dude with dreads. My presence isn't for the conservative older white person who probably has never had experience with black people. It's threatening, the aura of a 6'1" black guy just knocking at your door like, ooh, that I've seen cops come, and I'm not saying cops are limited to black people being there, but I have had cops called because there is a black guy in the neighborhood. And this is the problem with Power. They don't really do their homework to say, okay, I'm putting you in this neighborhood. I had some of my peers really succeed in sales, and not to take away anything from them, but young white guys, girls, whatever it is, I don't know the freaking word, but to group them all together. But this is the arena for them to thrive in. And when you're dealing with conservative white people who probably don't want to answer their door, man, I've got threatened on the job. I've had someone let their dog loose and just run up on me. And whenever you bring it up, they say, well, don't think about that, You can't think about those things, you know what I mean? Because that's going to take away from your energy of sales. And granted, it will. So like in the normal person, when you're dealing with rejection, the average person, obviously not me, not saying I'm above average. I'm excellent. But the average person that's dealing with sales, you take that rejection and you find something to work on. And not saying I can't do that, but I am saying that it's hard for me to find familiarity and reasonable advice, tangible, usable advice from someone that can never relate to the certain struggle of dealing with conservative white folks. For example, two towns they put me in was East Haven and Wallingford. I knew how racist Connecticut was, but I never saw it firsthand. All right, so let's just say that I never saw the racism firsthand. I'm talking about, bro, you go into these neighborhoods and it's like Trump 2024. It's the Gadsden snake flag on top of that. It's the Take America Back flag on top of that. I never seen nothing like that. And I'm not saying that just because you vote for Trump, you're racist, but I am saying there is a certain attitude that comes with people who make politics their identity. Like, shoot Biden flags. I'm like, dude, do I gotta be strapped when I'm walking these neighborhoods? Like, dude, this is crazy. A lot of doors shut on me, and it is very discouraging. Like, I did want to cry at times, and I'm not the softest guy. Like, I'm pretty tough, but it's like, man, I'm here to provide, man. I've seen those checks, man. Those checks are amazing. They don't do their research on what neighborhoods are good and which neighborhoods are probably not the best for each person there, and there's no consideration for that. There's no consideration for that. That was, I think, the most difficult thing about working there. And you have to be brainwashed to a certain extent. Everyone is the same way. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. But if you ask a lot of the young black people there, this is something they deal with. Can we succeed here? Heck yeah. I mean, I've seen it. But the journey is so much harder, and they don't align you with people. Like, you would think you would align me with someone who understands where I'm coming from. That's not something that is like on the top of their list. It's just like sell, 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 sell. Okay, but I'm going to have to learn something a little different to keep up with those guys. So I went out for myself and tried to find people that I felt like I could identify with. Man, what else do I have to say about it? All right, so when you go to the inner city neighborhoods, it is easier to sell for someone that looks like me. But now, look, I'm always on both sides. I never want to paint something like it's just one-sided. I understand the duality of life. There are a lot of black people who also give you a hard time because you're young and black because of this whole self-hatred thing. You know how that go. I'm not going into that because that has nothing to do with power. That is about the structure of power. You like I did that? Right? I'm ridiculous with the flips, man. I'm a dad. I'm washed up. I'm washed. And then from CD, you just go into sales and yo, bro. All right, if y'all want to get into sales, here's a tip, bro. I've had people that were in sales and they told me, yo, this is harder than a college course that I take. Yo, it's like it's months, like it's a while that you're gonna have to learn that sales thing. I'm talking about, bro. Them pitches be for hours. So if you're ready for all that memorizing, I mean, look, CD, you first get that book, you're like, damn, I gotta remember all this. And I went on a pitch with him. I thought he was just having casual conversation. And sorry, this light is really freaking bright. But I thought he was having casual conversation and, because I had to shadow someone. And it was cool, but then I realized, oh, no, no, no. This is a pitch. He told me afterwards, like, everything I said, that was all in the pitch. Hours. Just trying to stay on with the pitch and then have casual conversation, this and that. So are you ready for that? Are you ready for that degree of difficulty? Sales is dope though. Sales is cool. If you want to get into sales, get into sales. I'm just letting you know how power was. And this will probably benefit someone that looks more like me because I'm sure there aren't a lot of people that are reviewing jobs. And I honestly felt like for a place that's as highly rated as Power, you need to really know what's going on. And everyone's not going to succeed. Everyone is not going to succeed. Hey man, I got more videos coming. I just wanted to let y'all know about Power. Yeah, have a good one, man. Is that even a good way to end the video? Yo, that dude Asher though, like the dude that runs Power, that started it, he looks pretty cool. Yo, Asher, if you watching this, listen, I'm not trying to dog Power, but I do need to change the way this whole infrastructure. Listen, I'll be the head of a racial development or something like that. Hey, now I'm leaving. Bye.